Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mansfield Town News and Views. In today's podcast, we're going to be discussing the Crawley Town win on that excellent 2-1 victory in the league that saw us won our last 6 and 7 games. We're also going to be looking ahead to Doncaster Rovers this weekend in the FA Cup, the massive second round draw in that one, for both sides. And, we're going to be talking about the loan players that went out on loan in George Cooper and Joshua Scott. We're going to be talking about them as well a little later on. But as always, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below on everything MTFC. I just want to firstly start talking about the Crawley game first and foremost. Another good massive 3 points for us. Going into the game, obviously, we just come off the back of a defeat against Sutton, disappointing defeat away from home. But, against Crawley, I don't think anybody can argue. But we was the better team, from start to finish. And especially in that first half, we could have easily gone into the half-time break at 3-0, of how we dominated the game. Like I say, we very much deserve the 3 points in that one. But yeah, let us know your thoughts as well, guys, in the comment section below regarding the Crawley game. What was your thoughts on the game? Who impressed you in it? And, what do you think that result can do for our season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Evening, Thomas. Can't wait for Saturday. Come on, you Stags. Yeah, absolutely. I think we're all in the same boat in that respect. Obviously, we're going to be discussing more about the Doncaster game a little later on in the stream. But yeah, absolutely buzzing for that. It just sets it up nicely, don't it? A fantastic win in the league. And it sets us up for the Doncaster game in the FA Cup. So yeah, can't wait to discuss that as well as be at the game. But yeah, just going back to the Crawley match, obviously having Ollie Hawkins back up top, we've said it for weeks now. As soon as we can get him back up front, Ollie Hawkins, you can see the difference in him. Obviously he's brought into the team to score goals, and that's exactly what he does. But not only did he score in the game, but he also assisted as well. So all around, Ollie Hawkins, he's great at both ends of the pitch, isn't he? So as a centre half, he's fantastic at that as well as a striker. So he really is. You've got the best of both worlds with him, so it's fantastic to see him get amongst the goals. The only downside to it with him is he obviously picked up yellow card in the game, so he's out against Carlisle in the league. But all in all, can't fault the team. Everybody put a shift in against Crawley, and again we deserved all 3 points. But as always, guys, let us know your thoughts as well on the game against Crawley. Who impressed you as well as Ollie Hawkins. Let us know your thoughts. Another player that, in my opinion, deserves a lot of praise is Ryan Stirk. I think since Ryan's been back in the side, he gives us that energy in midfield, and he gives us that much quality that we've lacked in midfield for large parts of this season. And again, you can tell with Stirk as well, he's a lot better than what League Two level is. But Birmingham City, obviously wanted him to play first team football. So to get a player of that calibre to come down to League Two, a bit like Nathan Bishop, it's a massive coup for us. And again, he's Ryan Stirk, since he's been back in the side, he's really showed not just his quality, but I think as well, just his work rate as well. And again, he's been a really good loan signing. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on Ryan Stirk as well and what you've made of him since he's been back in the side. Because it's one of them with loan players, you don't always know how it's going to turn out, because you can get some loan players that will come to the club and they won't be bothered to put in good performances, because they're only on loan. But Stirk's come in and he's really shown what he's about. Same with Nathan Bishop. So credit to Ryan Stirk for that, and long may that continue. Let's get down some of your comments, guys. Thomas, I think we play Crawley well. Yeah, we did. Absolutely. Like I say, In the first half, especially, we completely dominated them. And on another day, we could have gone into the half-time break at least 3 goals to the good. The second half, it was one of them. You always, when you miss chances in games, you always worry, don't you? Because you don't want it to bite you in the backside. And what is it? About a minute into the second half, they get a 25-yard screamer, and then it's all square. So it's just, you kind of, at that stage, you're a bit worried because the game can go either way. But as I say, even when Crawley did equalise, the players' heads didn't drop. We found a way to get back into the game. And I just want to talk about that Hawkins assist to the second goal. If that was in the Premiership, they'd be talking about it all the time. That pass to Rhys Oates was just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Just outside the boot, you won't see a better pass in that than League Two this season. It will take some beating that well. And then Rhys Oates with a great finish. So yeah, like I say, all round great performance against Crawley. Much needed 3 points, and again gets us in a decent position in 15th and gets us further away from the drop zone, and again not too far off from the playoffs. So yeah, like I say, a couple of wins in this league, and then that's it. You start to climb the table gradually. So all in all, fantastic and well deserved. Ryan, good evening, Ryan. Good to see Hawkins up top, a goal and set up one. Yeah, like I say, we've said it for weeks now with Ollie Hawkins. That's where we want him to be, up front, where his position is. Like I say, he has been phenomenal in the centre half. There's no doubt in that with Ollie Hawkins. But again, he's brought into the team to get the goals, and not just for the goal he scored, but the setup as well. So phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, and so it's good to know as well, if the defence, if we do have another injury crisis in defence, we can always call on Hawkins to save the day. But yeah, like I say, 100%, it's great to see him back up top, and like I say, this is what he's there to do, score goals, and that's what he's there for. Evening, Chris. Hope you're well. Yeah, good. Thanks, Chris. Yourself? I'm sure you're still buzzing from the Carlisle win last night in the Papa John's Trophy. Good win for you guys, that. And like I say, we'll also be playing you guys next in the league as well, next Tuesday as well. So that'll be a big game for both sides as well. So yeah, it's been a quite upturn on results for both us and Carlisle, to be honest. But yes, all is well, thank you. Hope you're well with yourself. Evening, Paul. Thanks for tuning into it. Appreciate the support as always, and same to everyone else listening and watching the podcast, wherever you are tonight. Appreciate you taking the time. But yeah, like I say, just my final thoughts on the Crawley match. We again in the first half, like I say, dominated it. It should have easily been in the break at 3-0. The second half, even though they did get the equaliser, Crawley, I still think on the whole we was a better team. We dominated most of the game, and again we deserved all 3 points. And it was a good reaction as well. Obviously, that disappointing defeat against Sutton United, where, in my opinion, we didn't really deserve much from that game, if anything. And then to get a reaction against Crawley, credit the players. It's never an easy place to go to, Crawley, but thankfully we got the job done and got the 3 points. So I'm really looking forward to a couple of home games coming up after the Doncaster games as well. So yeah, it sets us up really nicely. Paul, that pass was world class. Yeah, it was. I was just saying earlier on, Paul, it was one of them. If that was in the Premiership, they'd be gloating about that every week. They'd be going on about it all the time. But because it's League Two, it doesn't get highlighted as much. So, but it's one of them. Yeah, it was. It was phenomenal. Brilliant all-round game from him. I thought Ollie Hawkins, and same as I say, I thought the rest of the players did well as well. Ryan Stirk as well deserves a special mention. Since Ryan Stirk's been back in the fold, he's showed his quality, and it's easy to see with Ryan Stirk, he's got a massive future ahead of him, and he's far too good for League Two level, in my opinion. Even though he's still young and still got a lot of developing to go, I think he's got that quality that he could easily play at League One, and I'm so glad that we've got him with us for the season. Very much look forward to seeing what else he can do for us. Chris, I can finally talk about win as a Carlisle fan after our 88th minute win over Warsaw. Pigs were flying in the sky after that moment and beating Lincoln last night. Yeah, like I say, it's been an upturn in form for you guys. And like I say, we've got you guys next in the league, so it's going to be an interesting one, to be honest. Like I say, obviously I know you've had a recently appointed manager, and obviously we've been in form as well. So it's going to make for an interesting game, that is, next Tuesday. But we'll talk more about that another time. Obviously, we're going to be focusing on the Doncaster match this weekend, which I know you guys have got an FA Cup match as well. I can't remember against who now, but I know it's a big game for you guys being at home. So yeah, like I say, we've got it's a massive game for both sides in the FA Cup. I do apologise if this stream's acting up on Facebook, because I've got it on my phone as well and it seems to be a bit laggy. So if it is, I do apologise, or if it's not, completely ignore it. It might just be my phone, I'm not sure. But if any problems, guys, just let me know and I'll try and sort it. Let's have a look at what she said. Chris, good win for you at a tough place to go. Yeah, it is. I think any place away from home is tough anyway, to be honest. It doesn't matter who you're playing, in my opinion. But, going into it, Crawley wasn't too bad. Didn't have a bad home record. And I think, like I've always said in football, if you can win your home games and you draw away, it's good. That's all you can ask for. So to get the 3 points against a side that's not too far from where we was, to lead them in the table is massive. So yeah, big win for us. And again, we've just got to try and keep that momentum going, essentially. Like we've spoken about before in the league, we've been massively underperforming, and where we are in the league isn't where we want to be at this stage of the season. But 6 wins from our last 7 games, nobody can complain at that. And, long may that continue for us. Let's have a look. Paul, yes, good win for Chris's mob. Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's going to make for an interesting game when we face each other in the league come next week, next Tuesday evening. So a long trip for Carlisle midweek against us, which will hopefully be good for us. But we'll talk more about that as well. Chris, home to Shrewsbury for us. Right. Oh, you got Shrewsbury, have you? Right, okay. I didn't know. I know he was at home to somebody, but I couldn't remember who it was, so you've got Shrewsbury at home. Yeah, it's a winnable game for you guys, to be honest. It's a home tie. So, it's a good draw to have. Yes, just before we talk about Doncaster, we'll get down to that shortly. Paul thought Sturck was brilliant in the first half and Saturday, drifted out of the game in the second half, though. Yeah, he's one of them players, though. He can, he's got a good eye for a good eye for a pass, and again, he's one of them players that, he's come from a higher level and being at a championship. Obviously, he's not going to get first team football at Birmingham with the competition that they've got at such a high level. So he's come here to get first team football, and he's shown the potential that he's got. And like I say, no doubt about it, if he continues to perform the way he has been doing recently, there's no doubt that he'll definitely get a higher move than us come next season. But yeah, he's a great young talent, and we're lucky to have him, for the season. So yeah, like I say, we're looking ahead to the Doncaster Rovers game. Like I say, I think it's already been said enough times, but it's going to be an amazing game going into it. 3,300 Stags fans going into Doncaster this weekend. These are the kind of games that you live for as a supporter. Going to away grounds, amazing atmospheres, big chance for us to get a third round draw. And like I've said before, I do think it's a winnable game, to be honest. I mean, Doncaster, they've not got off to the best of starts in the league, similar to ourselves. And they're missing out some key players. So I do think it's a good chance for us to get through in the third round of the cup. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing us facing against them. But yeah, like as always, guys, let us know your thoughts on the Doncaster Rovers match going into it. If you're going to the game or anyone else is, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Evening, mother. Yeah, like I say, anything can happen in the cup, as we know. The FA Cup. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere, as we know, with so many Stags fans backing us as well. And again, it's the only local derby we're going to get now until obviously we play Chesterfield or County, whenever that will be. So yeah, really looking forward to that as well. But like I say, it's completely sold out, guys. I mean, you probably already know this anyway, but if you do hope to get to Doncaster, the tickets are all sold out. So unless you know anybody that's selling a ticket, then your luck's out, unfortunately. So the game's completely sold out, and and like I say, it's going to be set for an amazing atmosphere, and hopefully we can get through to the next round of that one. Paul, yes, Mark, I'm on Facebook and I do keep losing you. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why that is, Paul. And same to everyone else watching on Facebook, I really don't know why Facebook is deciding to be like this. Because what it is, you see, I'm streaming this on an app called Stream Mango, and that's working fine. But for some reason, my Facebook's deciding to be a bit slow. So I do apologise about that, guys. I'm not quite sure why that is. But again, if it does continue to be like this, then I'll have to have a look at that. But yeah, I'm not sure what that is myself, guys. So I do apologise about that if you keep losing me. Chris, if you need a Carlisle fan for Mansfield versus Carlisle preview, I'll happily come on. Pretty sure you got me on Twitter as well. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Yeah, we'll have to sort something out like that. If anybody that doesn't know, Chris is a Carlisle fan, and like I say, he often comes on the stream just to have a say about Carlisle, as well as just obviously talk about us briefly. So yeah, we'll hope to do a preview. I'll message you over Twitter or something, Chris, and then we'll sort something out then. But yeah, we'll sort something. I'll DM you after the podcast. But yeah, we'll sort something, mate. No worries, and then we'll get a preview out for the game next week against you guys on the Tuesday evening. But yeah, we'll sort that. I'll DM you after the podcast. But yeah, just talking back about the Doncaster Rovers game. Like I mentioned earlier, they've already got a few key players out injured. We go into the game. We've still got a couple of players out ourselves, with the likes of Danny Johnson, Richard Naughty injured, and obviously James Perch out for the season. But to be honest with you, with the squad of players that we have got available, I don't see why we can't go there and get a result there. To be honest with you, I mean, I know Doncaster's going to be feeling the same way, because the good thing about it is with cup games as well. When you look at when we played Liverpool in the FA Cup a few years ago. When even though we didn't win that game, it gave us such a boost in the league at that time. So when you can get a good cup run going, it does sometimes get you playing well in the league. So hopefully we can go down to Doncaster and play to the best of our abilities, and hopefully we can take that into the league as well. So like I say, it's a big opportunity for us to get something against Doncaster. Like I say, they'll be viewing that the same as well. But yeah, let us know your thoughts as well on the Doncaster Rovers games. Do you think we've got a big chance of going through, or do you think it's going to end at round 2 for us in the FA Cup? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. But no, I mean, it's the first time this season where going into the game, I am fairly confident that we'll get something from the game. Even if we got a replay and brought them back to Mansfield, it would be quite good to do that, because again, it still gives you a chance of getting through. So yeah, I'd even take a draw if we couldn't win the game to bring us back to Field Mill. That wouldn't be the worst of results, and we'd also get a big gate from it as well. So even a draw would be a good result in my opinion. But yeah, like I say, guys, let us know your thoughts on the Doncaster Rovers match in the comments below. Um, but yeah, like I say, it's anything could happen in the cup, as we know. We've got the momentum going with us at the minute. We've only lost one game out of seven, so we'll be going into the game full of confidence. We've got a lot of players now to choose from, so it's one of them. We've got a lot of options there. So as long as we go down there, put in the performance, and just give it our all, then we've got a chance. And that's all you can ask for. Like I always say with any team, as long as they can turn up and give it everything they've got, and at least give everything they've got, then that's all you can ask for. But yeah, like I say, really looking forward to the Doncaster game. And obviously, as you guys already probably know anyway, but yeah, it's completely sold out. So if you haven't got a ticket, then I'm afraid that's it. So yeah, officially sold out. Like I say, it's been the last time that we sold out our relegation must have been against County, I believe, Notts County in the league. It must have been. That must be the last time that we've took that many fans away from home. So that's how long it's been since we've gone away from somewhere with such a big number of supporters, and again, it's going to be great, just to have a great atmosphere, backed by massive support of Mansfield fans, and that, like I say, this is what you live for as a fan. Away days, having supporters, just thousands of you getting behind the lads. This is what football's all about, and hopefully they can do us proud and see us through to the next round. But yeah, I think we've got a really good chance of going through. I really do think we've got a good chance of it. It's obviously not going to be an easy game, because obviously Doncaster, they'll want to try and turn their form around because they've not been doing great in the league. So they'll be similar to us, really. They'll want to pick up a win, and it's a good chance for them being at home. But it's one of them. We could have got somebody a tougher opposition. Nobody thought we could have beat Sunderland twice in a row, and we did. So nothing's beyond the realm of possibility with it, really. So like I say, we've just got to go into it, look forward to it, and give it our all. Because at the end of the day, we've got nothing to lose. No one's expecting us to go through to it. I mean, a lot of people will view us as underdogs, being the League Two side, but that's great because it's more so the reason to perform, really, and prove people wrong. So yeah, like I say, the pressure's on Doncaster, if anything, and we just go there, and there's no pressure on us at all to do anything, to be honest. And I think that's the best way in football, not to have any pressure. Paul, one of my work buddies, is an avid Donny fan, and he says they are not taking the game lightly at all. Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to, though, Paul, to be honest. Like I say, they've not had the best season so far. For whatever reason, they've not got to a great start, and they find themselves in a lower league position. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy game. I don't think anybody's expecting it to be honest. But like I say, all I'm saying is I think we'll go down there and look, if we can perform similar to how we did against Sunderland in the FA Cup, try to be solid as what we possibly can, then we've got a chance. Like I say, we've got big players available now in Reece Oates, Ollie Hawkins. Having Ollie Hawkins back up front as well will cause them no end of problems. So, yeah, like I say, I do think we've got a good chance going into it. But this is the beauty of the FA Cup, because it can go either way, But yeah, Doncaster will definitely be looking at this game and thinking, well, this is a big chance for us to go through. So, and it sets up for a good cup round draw, But this is what you want. You want two sides really going for it. And again, we've got nothing to lose, to be honest, in my opinion. Nobody expected us to be around in the second round of the FA Cup against Sunderland again, beating them twice. So, yeah, let's just go for it. We're going to be backed by a lot of Stags fans. So, just go there and enjoy it. That's the best thing I'd say to the players. And hopefully we can get through to the next round. But we shall see. Chris, Doncaster very winnable for you lot. Yeah, it's like I say, anything can happen in the cup, but that's the beauty of the FA Cup. This is the one competition that you want to do well in, especially for lower league sides. Like I say, both sides will fancy they've got a chance, but these are the games that you want to be going to as a supporter. You want to be a part of, whether that's as a away fan, a home fan. And like I say, from our point of view, it's the only local derby we're going to get, because Notts County and Chesterfield are non-league at the minute. So this is the only local derby we're going to get. So, and I'm sure every Mansfield fan that's going down to the game is going to make the most out of it. And so they should. Because, again, we've not, like I said earlier, when was the last time that we had this many fans backing us away from home? Because I think the last time must have been Notts County, so that was a couple of seasons ago. Because obviously last year nobody could travel with the lockdown, so I think this is going to be a great away day for us, no doubt about it. I mean, Doncaster's only 30 minutes from us anyway, so it's a very close game for us as well. So yeah, again, it's going to be amazing, and again, all you can ask for as a fan is just for them to give it their all, and do their utmost to try and get a result. And as long as they can do that, then that's all you can ask for. That's all we can ask for. But yeah, like I say, obviously past lately we've been getting the results in the league. We're finally starting to get a run going now. Bar that defeat against Sutton, like I said earlier, 6 and 7, 6 out of 7 games that we've won. And again, I don't think anyone could have saw that last month, to be honest with you. There was a lot of question marks over whether or not the team could be good enough to go on a run, as well as people question Nigel Clough. But now we have turned the tide. And again, the beauty of going into a cup match is there's no pressure on you, because you've not got that pressure in the league to really do well. As well, because obviously you're getting away from the league attention, so you could just focus on the cup, and just go for it, So who knows, when you haven't got that pressure on your back, you can usually show the best football that you can play, and hopefully from our point of view we can do that and use that to as an advantage. Paul, obviously, Mark, if we play well, we can do them. My Donny Buddy says they are not playing well at the moment, as their league position shows. Yeah, and that's the thing, Paul. I mean, for whatever reason, they've found themselves in a low position. Again, I don't know why. I've not really been keeping up to date with, any team's positions, to be honest. But for whatever reason, they've not got off to a great start in the league under Richie Wellens. But again, we've just got to try and capitalise on that, because you look at Sunderland, when we played them in the first round of the FA Cup, they went on a really bad run, and we played them at a good time. So hopefully it's going to be a similar thing against Doncaster, where they've been terrible in the league. They've had terrible form, so hopefully we can take advantage of that on Saturday and add to their woes. But obviously football is not always like that, but it's always good to play a team when obviously they're not in form. But the thing about the cup is the league form goes out the window sometimes. But like I say, not many people thought we could have beat Sunderland twice in a row, and we did. So who knows what's going to happen this Saturday. But one thing that we do know is we're going to be backed by 3,300 Stags fans in the away end, cheering the boys on from start to finish. And we're going to be doing our best as fans to support the players as we always do, and give the team hopefully a big incentive and be the 12th man. So we're going to be doing our part as supporters to get behind the team, and hopefully they can replicate that on the pitch, really. Just a bit of a side note here, guys. Earlier on today, it's also confirmed that George Cooper, young centre-half, joined Kettering Town until the 30th of December, and forward Joshua Scott has joined Micklehove FC until 29th of December. So, best of luck to the young lads there going out on loan to get some first-team football as well. And it's only going to be beneficial to them as well, getting first-team minutes under their belt. So, yeah, best of luck to the young lads getting their minutes there. But yeah, like I say, it's just all promising, isn't it? Second round in the FA Cup. We're in a lot better position in the league than what we was last month. But I mean, look, obviously you don't want to get carried away with things, even though we have been going on a good run, and we should still be celebrating that fact because, like I say, nobody really saw us going on a run last month, or very few did anyway. And it's amazing what a couple of wins can do for you. But like I say, going into this weekend's game against Doncaster, the pressure's on them to get through to the next round. Like I say, they've obviously got the home tie advantage, and being a League One side, they'll probably be expected to win. Whereas from our point of view, we haven't got that expectation as much. But again, anything can happen in the cup, as we know. So we've just got to just focus on ourselves, really. And like I always say, against whoever we play, don't worry about what the other teams are doing. As long as we can turn up and play to the best of our potentials, then that's all that matters come the end of the day. So yeah, that's all we can do. But yeah, really looking forward to this weekend's game, and hopefully it's going to be an early Christmas present, and let's hope we can get through to the third round. Fingers crossed. Another bit of news I want to talk about as well. This has been mentioned earlier on as well as last week, but John Joe O'Toole, he's going to be he's been in the discussions recently. Obviously when we signed John O'Toole, his deal was only until January, I believe. So there's going to be discussions there, but hopefully we can sign him on again, John Joe O'Toole, because since he's been in the side in such a short space of time, I think he's added to added a lot more aid in defence. And yeah, I really hope we do sign him on again, John Joe O'Toole, since he's been in the side. Like I say, he's been solid. He's slotted in really well, and it's really good as well because with players don't really slot in that quickly at teams, but since he's been in the side, I think he's really shown that he's a player that can handle that. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on John Joe O'Toole as well, guys. Are you hoping that we sign him on come January, or do you think we should look elsewhere? I mean, I know it might seem a daft question, but I've had different people to me saying that, we don't need him. But no, hopefully we do sign him on again, because you're not going to find a player of that experience in this window, especially in January. So yeah, hopefully we do keep him on, John Joe O'Toole, for the rest of the season. I mean, I don't see him not re-signing, to be honest with you, but until it's signed and sealed, anything could happen in football, as we know. But I would expect him to sign on for the rest of the season. Obviously he's worked with Clough before at Burton, so hopefully he can stop with us longer. But yeah, he's been such a key player for us in these past few weeks, and it's really boosted the defence. So, hopefully we can keep him on, as he's been solid, as well as he's added that much needed experience in there. So, hopefully he's a player that we can keep hold of for the rest of the season. But yeah, like I say, it's obviously we're in December now. We're not too far away from the January transfer window. I know it's still obviously a few weeks away from that yet, but it will be interesting to see if we do go in the transfer market and try and sign some more players to try and boost us going forward, which we'll talk about more closer to the time. But this is a thing with Christmas, isn't it? Really, in this Christmas period, because most of the time, it usually dictates where you're going to end up roughly come end of the season. So it is such a big month for us, really, because it's going to determine where we're roughly going to finish come end of the season. So yeah, it's we're going into the festive period against Doncaster as well as Carlisle. So the games are going to come thick and fast. So hopefully we can come out of it with near enough to maximum points. But yeah, like I say, guys, let us know your thoughts as well on John Joe O'Toole. If you think we should keep him on still, or if we should look elsewhere. Let us know your thoughts as well, guys. But yeah, he's like I say, that's the thing with free agent players, because you don't always know, if they're going to take time to get to know the players, or if they're going to be fit enough. But I think he's more than showed that he's more than ready. So, yeah, I do hope we keep him on. I hope we do keep him on until the end of the season. But until that's confirmed, at this point, we don't know. But I don't see any reason why he won't re-sign, to be honest, because he has been such a key player for us as well. But yeah, like I say, we're going into the FA Cup game against Doncaster with a lot of players available. So again, we're going to take a strongest squad there up to Doncaster, and like I say, it's a big chance for us to get through. Spoke about this before, but no, I think we have got a good chance, to be honest. Like I say, we're going to be backed by 3,300 supporters at the away end, and yeah, we're really looking forward to it because it's been a while since we've had a big away day with so many fans backing us. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and yeah, let's hope we can. Let's get through to the next round. But like I said earlier, though, guys, if we do get a replay, it wouldn't be the worst of results because you're still in the hat even if you're in the replay. So a draw wouldn't be a bad result. To be fair, it wouldn't be the worst of results, and if we could only manage a draw against Doncaster, but ideally it would be great to get the win. But yeah, like I say, it's going to be an interesting one in the FA Cup. Anything can happen. It's going to be, I think, both sides, very relatable in some ways. Both sides haven't really done as well as what they'd have liked in the season. Obviously Doncaster, similar to ourselves, find themselves lower down in the league table. And obviously same for ourselves. We didn't really expect to be here at this stage of the season. But like I say, there are so many games to be played yet and a lot of football to be done yet. So there's still a chance for us to finish on a high, but like I always say, you just got to take each game as it comes because there's no good looking too far ahead in football because it's the worst thing you can do. I think we can relate to that as Mansfield fans. So, but yeah, it's going to be a tough game against Doncaster. I mean, I've heard people saying on forum sites that it's going to be easy. They're not doing well in the league, but that's what I mean. FA Cup, cup games are always different to league games because you're not playing for 3 points. You're playing to get through to the next round, and it's still big, obviously, but obviously 3 points is big for both sides. So, like I say, there's not much pressure on either side. Well, it's pressure on Doncaster, but not on us, shall I say, to get a result. Chris, hopefully you lot get a good result versus Doncaster. Yeah, thanks, Chris, and same to you against Shrewsbury. I mean, it's one of them. This is the only time I like seeing League Two sides do well in the FA Cup, and hopefully we'll both see ourselves in the round for the third round draw. But yeah, I wish every League Two side, as well as non-league side, the very best of luck this weekend to get through to the next round. I really do, because this is what I mean. This is, in my opinion, I think the FA Cup has lost its magic over the years. Because obviously big teams, they don't really take it seriously, in my opinion. So, for lower league teams as well as non-league sides, it's massive. So, I wish every lower league side the very best of luck this weekend, especially League Two and Conference sides. It's what the FA Cup's made of. Getting a big round draw in the third round, and yeah, I wish every lower league side the very best of luck this weekend. But yeah, I mean, from our point of view, like I say, we've won last 6 and 7 games. We've shown a bit of form now, and yeah, like I say, we're looking a different side to what we did last month. But I think that's helped by the players that we've come back from injury. Ryan Stirk, like I mentioned earlier on, he's been phenomenal. His energy, his eye for a pass. It's just, you can tell he's got so much potential, Ryan Stirk, and it's easy to see why Birmingham City rate him highly. So he's been a big boost. Ollie Hawkins, having him back up front has really helped us. Like we've said for many weeks, just getting back up front now, because obviously we've got Hawkins, Rawson back there. Elliot Hewitt can obviously, I know he's a fullback, but he could play there. O'Toole, Richard Narty's not too far away, so we've got defensive options now, so we can play with a natural centre half. So, like I say, we can play Hawkins up top now. So, and again, we're only going to look more of a threat with him in the side. And I will say this, Chris, as well. Ollie Hawkins, I'm talking about. he's a player that's hitting form up front. So you'll be glad that he's out against you guys because he's got a real eye for goal. So yeah, you'll be glad that you're not facing against him because he's a nightmare. So yeah, you won't be coming up against him. Chris, I only want to go through because we can hopefully get a Premier League side at home, preferably a Big Six club. Yeah, I mean, for both sides, obviously, from your point of view, you've got a home tie, so you've got that advantage. You've got the home advantage is always an advantage to any side in the cup games. Well, I mean, not always necessarily, but at least when you're at home, you're not having to travel. So yeah, you've got a chance. You've got a chance, but so have we, to be honest. But like I say, nobody thought St Albans would have beaten Forest Green, even at home. So that's what I mean with the FA Cup. It's you just don't know. You just don't know. But that's what makes the FA Cup, as well as football in general, the best sport in the world, in my opinion. The unexpected. So yeah, we've both got a big chance going into this weekend's game. So yeah, very best of luck to both sides, really. But yeah, like I say, obviously we've got you guys as well on the Tuesday evening. We'll sort of preview. I'll DM you after the podcast and we'll set up an interview. So you'll all get to see Chris in the flesh, interviewing him whenever that will be for the preview of that. So yeah, looking forward to that one. But yeah, like I say, so just saw so much positivity, really. Like I say, we've spoken about the recent run of form. The way that we're playing, we're looking stronger each game goes by, and again, like I say, can't credit the players enough, really, to be honest with you. Like I say, yes, we have had a poor season so far, and we have been massively underwhelming. But it just shows you in football a couple of wins, and all of a sudden the league table doesn't look as bad. Now, again, we're a long way from where we want to be. We still want to be in and around the playoffs, or if not in the top three. But it's not worked out like that so far, down to a number of different reasons, injuries, as long as suspensions along the way. But finally now we are starting to show a lot of resilience, and finally we've gone on a really good winning run. So yeah, like I say, we're going into the game this weekend against Doncaster, going into it full of confidence, and again, we've got nothing to, there's no pressure on us to do anything. But like I say, that can go to your advantage because, end of the day, no one's going to expect a League Two side to get anything against a League One side. You know what I mean? And there were people like against Sunderland, looking into it, they wasn't expecting us to get anything from it, and we beat them 2 years in a row. So again, we've got a chance, so absolutely buzzing for the Doncaster game, and I'm sure everybody that's going to the game is absolutely the same. But yeah, like I say, let us know your thoughts on the Doncaster Rovers game as well, what your thoughts is going into that one. But yeah, 100% buzzing for it, and I think everyone else feels the same. But it's like Christmas Day. It's like Christmas, isn't it? We just want it to come so quick. It's Christmas come early. Even more so if we get through to the third round. So yeah, 100% can't wait for that one. But yeah, it's another good thing as well that the club's done as well. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this, but the club's got a offer on at the minute as well, around the Christmas period as well. So if you want to take advantage of that, guys, I know people that will, get your send down to Mansfield over the Christmas period. I'm just having a look at this now. But yes, the club has got an offer on as well over the Christmas period. So it's a 3-for-2 offer the club's got on. Just get down to some of your comments, guys. Evening, Andrew. With Perch out, we definitely need his experience at the back. Oh God, yeah. I mean, we've said this, didn't we? When soon as we knew Perch was out for the season, we spoke about it before. Without a doubt, the biggest loss of the season. 100%. Like I say, when you lose a player of that experience, you're always going to struggle, and you did see that. Obviously, the defences crisis that we had, which we ended up having to put Hawkins back in defence as well at that time. So yeah, and I don't think Perch will. I mean, he could do. I'm not saying he will or he won't, but I don't really see Perch playing again after this season. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't know if Perch will have another season in him. To be honest with you, so it's a shame. Obviously, come back to a local lad comes back to the into the side, and then Sod's Laurie gets injured. But it's just kind of summed up our season, hasn't it, really? Injuries that we've had and key players that we've been missing. And yeah, he's always going to be a big loss, James Perch. But like I say, I spoke about John O'Toole as well earlier on in the stream. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, do you think John O'Toole's not so much filled that void as James Perch, but do you think having John O'Toole in the side, do you think it's helped in defence, or do you think it's one of them areas we still need to strengthen on, even with John O'Toole in defence? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. So do you think even having John O'Toole in the side has helped, or do you still think we need a experienced centre half? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. But yeah, absolutely, we've missed Perch massively. Paul, yes, Mark, I think O'Toole's done well. Yeah, I think he has. I think for any player, even more so a free agent player, to come in aside and less than a month, he's kept a couple of clean sheets. He scored a goal. He scored a couple of goals himself against Stevenage and Newcastle under 23s. I think he has. He's done really well, O'Toole. So I do hope we extend his contract. I think we'd be daft not to be honest with you, because I think we're going to struggle to find another player of that experience in January, because January is a terrible window as is anyway for a lot of clubs. So I'd be very surprised if we didn't re-sign O'Toole come January, but until it's confirmed, it's all a bit up in there at the minute. All that's been said about it is Nigel said that he's going to be discussing Nigel's going to be discussing with David Sharp this week about it, but that's all we know about it. But yeah, hopefully we do sign him on further, John O'Toole, because I think he's done well since he's been in the team, in my opinion. But yeah, like I say, guys, the club's got a 3-for-2 offer on as well at the club as well. So you can buy tickets for 2 home games and get a free ticket for the Boxing Day home fixture against Hartlepool. Obviously in December, the home games that we've got is Carlisle, Salford and Hartlepool. So basically, if you buy tickets for 2 of them games, you'll get the Hartlepool game free. So if you buy 2 tickets for Hartlepool, for Carlisle and Salford, you'll get a free ticket for the Hartlepool game. And the Carlisle game is obviously next Tuesday, 7:45 kick-off, and then the Salford game as well as the Hartlepool are played on Saturday at 3:00 kick-off. So like I say, it's not a bad birthday present for somebody if you don't know what to get them. But I think any Stags fan really, or any person opening their 3-for-2 offer tickets for Stags would be a great present for them. So yeah, it's a great offer. I think the club's done, to be fair. Like the club's done in the past, they've always put on good offers as well, and yeah, it's a great offer, that, to be honest with you. So you just basically get a game free when you think. But yeah, like I've already said, guys, numerous of times, going into this weekend's game, I think out of both sides, we're the informed team. We've only lost 1 game in the last 7, and again, we're going into the game obviously not as favourites, but as a team that I think can cause Doncaster plenty of problems. I mean, having Hawkins back up front alongside Reece Oates, I think they've got a really good partnership going there. Like I say, Ollie Hawkins having him back up front's a massive boost. We've said that now for weeks. So he'll only add to the attacking options we've got. Reece Oates, he's been a revelation in these past few weeks as well. He's shown his quality that we know he's got. Ryan Stirk in the midfield, he's starting to show even more promise every time you see him. And the defence is looking more solid than what it has done in the past few months. So, all in all, really looking forward to the match. And, like I say, I think we've really got a good chance of potentially going through to it, to be honest. Yes, it's going to be a tough game for both sides, but that's what I mean. It can go either way. And look, as long as we can go up there and perform to the best of our abilities and put a good performance to make us proud as fans as well as the players, then hopefully that'll be more than enough to see us through. But yeah, like I say, guys, I'm looking forward to that one. Eden and Nathan, thanks for tuning into the podcast, mate, as well as everybody else. Appreciate the support as always. But yeah, like I say, guys, if you're going down to the game, which I'm sure many of you are, I don't think I even need to say this, but I'm sure everyone's going to have a fantastic day. Like I say, obviously, it's been a while since we've had a great atmosphere away from home with that many supporters. So, like I say, safe journey to every fan that's going up there. I know it's not far and all, but either way, safe journey to everyone that's going up there. And looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing everybody going down to that one. And let's hope we can go there and see ourselves through to the next round. Let's do it. Let's just go for it, guys. And that's all we can do. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for tuning into the podcast tonight. Really appreciate the support. Like I say, let's hope next time we speak, we'll be talking about the fantastic performance and result against Donny Rovers, which sees us through to the next round of the FA Cup and continue this great form we've got at the minute. Chris, I'm saying 1-0 Mansfield. Appreciate that, Chris. Hopefully that's the case, and good luck to Carlisle as well against Shrewsbury. Another League One opposition as well. So good luck to all League Two sides as well as non-league sides in the FA Cup this weekend. Because again, let's hope we can all get a big round draw in the next round. Hopefully, take care, pal. You too, Chris. Appreciate the support, and like I say, I'll have to DM you soon as well. Do a preview for the Carlisle game next Tuesday. So we'll sort that out. And we'll get that sorted over the course of a few days. But yeah, appreciate the support, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will very shortly be putting my Christmas tree up with my maniac cats. So yeah, appreciate that, guys. Take care. All the best. Up the Stags. Cheers.